We have the September 3rd meeting of the Conservation Commission. Stand and salute the flag, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No one wants to sit next to you, huh?
I'm a policy in spirit. In spirit. All right, septic repairs, septic systems, excuse me. We have Keith and Kevin Tony, 32.
I'm sorry, that's a typo.
Oh, it's a Kevin, okay, Kevin. Keith and Kevin Tony, 72 Almana Street. Whenever you're ready, we start.
Good evening. I'm Shane Susan from South Coast Engineering on behalf of Keith and Kevin Tony for septic repair at their property at 32 Almana Drive. This is located off Gifford Road, not far from the Lake Como School, presenting a request for determination of applicability, for the replacement of a failed septic system. Septic system includes a new tank, pump, and Presby system. The plan has been approved by the Western Board of Health. On the northerly abutting property, there is a bordering vegetated wetland, and the proposed system is approximately 60 feet from the DPW at the closest point. Compost filter tube will be installed prior to the construction to prevent sedimentation into the resource area. Just show something over here. So northerly property line, we have a little bit of bordering vegetated wetland. The 50-foot buffer is denoted by hidden or dashed magenta line. And as you can see here, there's an existing tank that will be removed. We have a new 1,500-gallon tank being installed, pump chamber with the Presby system here. Again, it's approximately 60 feet away from the DPW. And prior to construction, a state compost filter tube will be installed down the gradient of proposed work. That's all I got, Mr. Chairman. And I'll take any questions you may have.
Okay, thank you. So we have Keith and Kevin Tony, 32 Almana Street, it's an RDA, South Coast Engineering. Report date was 8/26/24. Let's see, it was Board of Health was approved. It was approved with the Board of Health already. Description of work: the applicant is filed to repair a septic system with the new Title V design. The wetland area exists on the abutting property to the north. The proposed leaching field will be 55 feet from the edge of the wetland. The septic tank and pump chamber will also be in the buffer zone. Erosion controls will be installed at the limit of work and will remain until the area is stabilized. Recommendation: the Westport Conservation Commission should approve the septic upgrade at 32 Almana Street with a negative box 3 determination. Do you have any questions?
No.
You have a motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion from Jake and second from Tom. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's unanimous. Thank you. Okay, next we have septic for Paul Schmid, 220C, Fisherville Lane. How are you, Len?
Good. Okay, Len Potter here from Paul Schmidt, 220C, Fisherville Lane, which is at the end of Fisherville Lane, right on the river. The river's edge is here, knee-high water, and the coastal bank closely follows it. We have an existing well located here. We have a septic tank in front of the house here, and we have a leaching pit right here. You can visibly see the cover. That leaching pit's about 25 feet from the top of the coastal bank. So I backed the system up to the far corner of the lot as far as I can go. The 100-foot buffer zone from the coastal bank is right here across the system. The edge to edge is 90 feet, so the system's 90 feet away from the top of the coastal bank. We also have a freshwater wetlands down here, and that 100-foot buffer zone is involved here, so we're outside of that area. I have to install a tank and a pump chamber to the system. The tank is a single layer D-night system that Paul requested. Not required, but he did request it. So I'm getting that system out as far away from resource areas as I can. The 100-year this side of it's a B zone, elevation 15, this side is a B zone, elevation 13. So we are in the flood zone, but that's about the best I can do with what I have to work with. And that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Lenny. Okay, so we have Paul Schmidt, 220C Fisherville Lane, RDA, Len Parker from Westport Environmental Design. Report date's 8/27. This has been, it is Board of Health approved already, correct?
Yes, it is.
All right. Detailed description of work, the owner has filed to fill and remove the existing leaching pit and install a new Title V design septic. The leaching field will be within 90 feet of the coastal bank and within a flood zone. The work is separated from the resource area by an existing driveway. Erosion controls to be installed around the work area and maintained until the area is stabilized. Resource areas to be impacted as a flood zone. Recommendations, the Westport Conservation Commission should approve the proposed septic repair of the negative box 2 and a negative box 3 of the determination. Good. All right, do we have a motion?
Motion approved.
I second it.
Jake and Laura. All in favor? Opposed?
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous. Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you.
Okay, we have George Morera, notice of intent, 53 North Broad Street. Construct a single-family dwelling with driveway, septic, well, and associated improvements in the buffer zone.
We have two tonight, Mr. Herrera. I'll let you explain the first one.
We have them listed as 53 North Broad and 0 North Broad.
Okay.
One is just for a driveway and associated improvements in the buffer zone, and one is for a single-family dwelling and improvements.
Does it say 3F or 3E on it? They're right next door to each other, that's there.
Well, is one getting a house, the other one isn't?
Both have houses, one only has a driveway in buffer zone, the other one has grading house in buffer.
Well, that's the one we're doing that.
Okay, so that's 3E. These are the green cards for 3E.
Thank you.
Good evening, Sean Leach, Northeast Engineers, representing George Herrera. This is on Brawl Street. They have no addresses yet, so there's two lots. This is lot, it says plat 12, lot 3E, subdivision lot 3. This was approved some 10 years ago in the same configuration, just about. It has since lapsed, and because we're coming back, we have to do an E-night system for new construction. So what we're proposing is a house that's sitting, and the grading that's sitting inside the 100-foot buffer zone. That's the only thing that's the 100-foot buffer zone. The septic system itself, the driveway, and everything else is outside the 100-foot buffer zone, which is here. So this is pretty simple. We're 50 feet from the border of vegetated wetlands, which has been accepted previously and was reflagged. So this is just this construction of a single-family home inside the buffer zone. There is an outstanding order on the access driveway that Mr. Murray is not responsible for, but Mr. Capone asked us to get a certificate of compliance to clean that up. So we'll be doing that in the near future.
So George Morera, 53 North Broad Street, notice of intent. Let's see. Agency required Board of Health. It's approved already, Board of Health?
Yeah.
All right. Detailed description of work. The owner has refiled to construct a single-family house on the property located at the end of North Broad Street. Property was subdivided many years ago with 2 lots remain. This lot has previous order conditions that has expired and needs to have a certificate of compliance issued. The application has been filed with the same house location and grading work in the buffer zone. The wetland flags were located in the field and accurate. The erosion controls will be staked in place at 25 feet from the BBW edge. No work beyond is permitted. Engineer needs to submit a notice of intent to the Mass DEP for a file number issuance, as the application is not on record. The Westport Conservation Commission should issue an order of conditions with the standard conditions pending file number, engineer to file the COC to file number SE 801988. What do you think?
That's fine. I mean, I don't know why there's not a file number listed, and I called them, this phone informed me last week that they didn't have the filing. We have the green cards that said they got the filing, so I filed electronically, so I called today, they have not issued a file number because nobody was over the weekend, obviously, so they will be issuing a file number shortly on this.
All right.
So I can wait for the file number and for the order conditions.
Yeah, he's recommending the be approved pending the file number and, pending the filing for the certificate of compliance for the original.
For the driveway.
No questions, no concerns?
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Any questions from the audience? If not, a motion?
Motion to approve?
Thank you, Kevin.
Second.
Wait, I'm sorry, Tom?
Yes.
Tom made the motion. Tom made the motion, Kevin seconded it. All in favor? Opposed? All right, that's unanimous then. All right, next we have George Moreira, notice of intent, 0 North Pearl Street for construction of a driveway and associated improvements in the buffer zone.
This is 3 cars, lot 3 depth. Again, George Moreira, this is the lot, this lot, right, these are right next door. The only thing we're putting within the buffer zone on this particular lot is basically the driveway here. There's a little portion that crosses into the buffer zone. Everything else that's being proposed is essentially just outside the buffer zone, BEW being here, buffer zone being here. So the septic system grading the house and driveway, into the driveway except the little portion here, it's outside the buffer zone. This had an order of conditions several years ago also, that they be operated through construction for a D-night system, and that's what this should
All right. George Moreira, North Pearl Street, notice of intent, Sean Leach representing. The site visit was 8/28/24. The owner has refiled to construct a driveway in a single-family house on the property located at the end of North Pearl Street. The property was subdivided many years ago into two lots remain. This lot 4 had a previous order of conditions that has expired. The filing is to add gravel to the existing driveway access. The driveway is the only activity with the buffer zone. The house, septic, and the grading are outside the 100-foot buffer zone. This lot has an existing well previously installed. Engineer needs to submit notice of intent to the Mass DEP for a file number issuance, as this application is not on the record. Same thing as the last one.
Yeah, same.
So the Westboro Conservation recommendation, the Westboro Conservation Commission should issue an order of conditions with the standard conditions, also pending a file number with DEP, or from DEP. No
That's fine, I'm
questions?
good with that.
Any questions from the audience? Motion?
Motion approved.
Thank you, Kevin.
Second.
Second from Tom. Kevin and Tom. All in favor? Opposed? That's unanimous, so.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay. Good seeing you, Sean. Lynn Taylor, notice of intent, 409 Pine Hill Road, installation of a dock floor gangway and land underwater. You have your notification cards?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good evening again. For the record, I'm Shane Souza from South Coast Engineering on behalf of Lynn Taylor. Presenting a proposal for a property at 409 Pine Hill Road. The parcel consists of a 32-acre parcel of land and was formerly part of the Nugget Shore Boy Scout camp. The dock we are proposing is virtually the same as the dock proposal that was approved by DEP through a superseding order of conditions and license to the previous owners of this property, Jim Curry and Terry Trupia. The dock was never built, and the order of conditions and the license have expired. The dock being proposed will be constructed of timber and will be 4 feet wide with a total length of 110 feet, which includes a 3-foot by 11-foot or 18-foot aluminum gangway and a 20-foot float. The float will be fixed by means of 4 piles. See here, we have the 70-foot dock, 18-foot aluminum gangway, 20-foot float with 4 piles there. And we plan on setting the float no lower than 2.5 feet below the bottom of the riverbed. The project clearance. We considered the use of fiberglass pilings, but upon discussion with the conservation agent, we learned that fiberglass piles have demonstrated severe deterioration in a relatively short period of time. So we opted for pressure treatment piles. The description of the special treatment is provided on the plan notes, which is ACQ, which is allowed. The site contains a small marsh area and the proposed location of the piles, and thus the orientation of the dock has been selected to avoid any impact to the marsh. As you can see here on the profile, pile spacing is 12 feet on the center. We have approximately 8 feet of marsh in between, and we've cleared the marsh with the 2 piles with no impacts to the marsh area.
Curiosity, how deep is the water there?
Where the float is,
Yep.
so mean low water elevation is -2, and the high water is 1.53. So a total of 3.5 feet.
Alright.
Okay, upon receiving the comments from the Massachusetts Fisheries and Wildlife, raise the dock to provide 6 total feet of total clearance, the 1.5 to 1 ratio of the marsh area. Closest point of the float or the dock, the property line extension is shown on the plan. This is approximately 21.6 feet from the southerly abutter. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I will take any questions you may have.
All right. I'll read the report, and then you guys can ask me questions. Lynn Taylor, 409 Pine Hill Road, notice of intent, South Coast Engineering, SE DEP file number SE 802762. The visit was 8/28/24. Description of work: the owner has filed to construct a dock on the east branch of the river. The property had a previous dock application that was approved but never constructed. They were proposing a 72-foot fixed pier, 18-foot gangway, and an 8x20 float. The resource area is a salt marsh, coastal bank, shellfish, and land under the river. The dock will require 18 12-inch pilings to be placed at 12-foot non-centered distance between pile bays. The dock has the proper height to allow access under the dock per Chapter 91. The float will have float stops installed at 30 inches. The design meets the Commission's dock policy. Recommendation: the Westboro Conservation Commission should issue an order of conditions with the float stops set at 30 inches and the standard dock conditions. You have no questions? You have any questions? No? Questions on the table? Motion?
I move we issue an order of conditions with the flow stop set at 30 inches with standard dock conditions.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
It's Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's, everybody approved except for Jake. Jake opposed. And that passes. Okay. What's that?
It's gonna stick right in the middle of the whole thing. Well, that's working, make it true?
Yeah.
Yeah, you, yeah. It's gonna be way out of the roof. That's further down.
Is that across from the apple farm?
Question what?
The apple farm?
No.
It's right where the river opens up when you come out.
It's right
It's right where it opens up,
Yeah,
that's
right.
why you're gonna cut.
Oh, you think you can get it there?
Huh?
You can get that there? Or is it gonna
Get in there? Yeah, you can get in there with a shallow boat.
with a
With a
kayak?
With a, yeah.
With a
Everybody
kayak?
has high tide.
It fits high tide, yes.
Moon high tide.
It's a lot of money.
All
You
right,
don't
next,
slow down, you just go fast until you get there.
we have Andreas Andronolis, notice of intent for 1260 Drift Road. Construct addition of a house in the riverfront area. Construct an addition. Whatever it says. It's not in English. Thank you.
Again, Shane Souza from South Coast Engineering for Andreas Antomalis and his project at 1260 Drift Road. Project consists of raising the existing structure, replacing the existing Total amount of disturbance within the riverfront is 1,800 square feet, or 3.6% of the proposed parcel, the existing parcel. This amount is less than the 10% threshold for lots created prior to October 6, 1997. This lot was created by A&R plan dated November 30th, 1987. There's a compost filter tube proposed as shown in the plan to prevent any sedimentation into the river, and this shall be installed prior to construction. Proposed patio is exempt from the provisions of the Rivers Act, providing it is greater than 50 feet from mean high water, and as shown in the plan, the distance to mean high water as determined by the NDEP tidal gauge method is 55.7 feet. And here, it's mentioned here, mean high water is 55.7 feet to the proposed patio. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, so we have Andreas Andromoulos, 1260 Drift Road, notice of intent, Southwest Engineering, SE 82763. Detailed description of work. The owner has filed to construct 2 additions in the riverfront area. The property predates the River Protection Act, and work may be allowed to disturb 5,000 square feet or 10% of the lot, whichever is greater. The top of the coastal bank has been determined to be elevation 12, the same as the flood limit. The 2 additions will disturb 1,175 square feet within a 50,167 square foot riverfront area. The activity falls well under the allowable amount that could be disturbed. The applicant is also proposing a patio within the existing lawn. The patio is a minor activity under 10.022B2E and exempt under the regulation. Erosion controls will be installed around the single-family house and be maintained until the area is stabilized. The resource areas to be impacted, the coastal bank and the riverfront. Recommendations: the Westboro Conservation Commission should approve the proposed addition and patio with the standard conditions. So the patio is in blue, correct?
Simply, yes. 25 by 25, 625 square feet.
All right. Questions? None, any questions, a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, that's Jay. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's unanimous. Thank you. Okay, Dakota Afonso, RDA 429 Old County Road, Parcel 1, removal of invasive plants and restoration of lawn, repair, garage, and buffer zone. This is going to be continued until 9/17. I have a motion to continue that till 9/17, please.
Motion to continue.
Motion from Jay. Second from Kevin. Or was that Tom? Second from Tom. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that's unanimous now. Next continuance is Dakota Afonso, notice of intent, Parcel 2, Old County Road. Construct a single-family dwelling, garage, septic, paved driveway, and deck in the buffer zone. That is also going to be continued from 9/17. We have a motion for that.
Motion to continue.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Opposed?
Aye.
That was Kevin. Kevin.
Motion to continue. It's all stars.
So I'm assuming.
God bless.
Bless you.
Twice.
Bless you.
I went to a field hockey game tonight, and that just wiped me out. It's great all day, stand outside, I can just see the pollen floating by, just being absorbed into my body now, the disaster.
I started waking up. What's that? Down here.
Well, this is the turn, so,
Yeah.
right, so we.
Nick,
he wants
yeah?
to do this. Yeah. All right, so we had some clearing at 17 Sandpiper Drive that the letter was never, it says unable, return to sender unclaimed and unable to forward. So Chris is taking the next step now and wants to issue an enforcement order. So I'm looking to issue an enforcement order to 17 Sandpiper Drive for cutting in the riverfront area. Yes. Oh, it's already signed. We already issued it.
Does that mean,
That might be the enforcement one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was probably gonna discuss this, and he's not here, so I'm gonna let that.
so,
Yeah, we'll let that go for now until Chris.
so in a nutshell, does he have a mailbox and he's just like not accepting it?
That's a potential if he's not picking it up.
Oh, is that?
You know, because
You have to go to the post
You
office.
go to the post office, and the post office is open, you know, like 8 to 4, and most people are working, you know, so,
No, not that post office.
no.
It's 9 to noon and then 3 to 5. So-
But Chris will take the next step, whatever that is. I'm not really, Chris is sick tonight, that's why he's not here, just in case you're all wondering. Let's see, Paul Jonkis, Jason, Jake, Thomas. Can't do it, Jason messes up. Can't do those minutes. Okay, so we have one bill to pay, and it's East Bay Media for $430.50 for hearing advertisements.
Expensive.
Do you have a motion to pay?
Motion to pay.
Thank you, Tom. Do you have a second?
Second.
Thanks, Bert. All in favor? Opposed? And we have minutes from 8:20. Let's see, who's there? Jake, myself, Kevin, Bert. Oh, yeah, we're
Yeah, we're good there.
There we
Good.
go.
So we have minutes from 8:20. There were no changes proposed, so looking for a motion to accept the minutes from 8:20 and approve them.
Motion to accept.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I will second that.
All right. All in favor? Opposed? All right, that's unanimous. All right, so that's it for the night. Anybody have anything else they want to add to the evening? No? We also need help carrying some of the stuff upstairs, so all you fine young strapping gentlemen, please
do it.
don't run away.
And not you?
Yeah. A motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second? Second. Second. Tom, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's unanimously on.